Welcome to this presentation from the Wisconsin First Detector Network. This video was adapted from a Wisconsin First Detector Network training session. In this video, you'll hear Brian Hudelson from the Plant Disease Diagnostic Clinic talk about tobacco rattle.
The other virus that we really worry about coming in on ornamentals and eventually getting spread to other plants is tobacco rattle. This is one that we see coming in oftentimes from material that's brought in from Europe. And material is not necessarily, even though it's inspected, can have this virus. The plants may not be showing symptoms. And then when you plant it in your yard, it's there and you can move this one around as well. Typical symptoms of tobacco rattle virus: ring spots. This is on epimedium, which is a common ground cover. If you like bleeding hearts, and certainly there are native species of that particular plant, you can buy ornamentals, and potentially if you would plant them in an area close to where native species are, you could get that in this plant as well. You get these lovely line patterns. I actually have this virus in my backyard in bleeding heart, and I suspect I brought it in actually on a little bluebell that someone brought it in. This has a fairly wide host range as well. I'm seeing typical symptoms on goldenrod in my backyard, as well as twin leaf and also bloodroot. And certainly my bleeding heart shows these sort of line patterns every once in a while. And again, these sorts of line patterns, in this particular case on the Nastilbe, on peony, can be very, very typical symptoms for this virus. Once you bring the virus in, you can move it around on cutting tools if you're pruning. So again, this would be a situation where you want to use a very, very soapy solution to try to eliminate the virus. And then the other way that it's moved around by certain nematodes in the soil, which can feed on the infected plants, pick up the virus, and then move it around to healthy plants. So this is one we're really concerned about, because not only can it potentially go to native plants, but if it gets into vegetable production, it's a real serious problem on potatoes, because it doesn't cause a lot of foliar symptoms on potatoes, but once it gets into the tubers, it causes brown flecks, and when those tubers are sliced for chipping, when you fry those up, you get black spots in your potato chips, which is not a good thing. And this is how you get a hold of me if you have any questions.
Thanks for watching this video from the Wisconsin First Detector Network. To learn more about our network or to access additional information about invasive species in Wisconsin, please visit our website or contact us.